All right. So we've spoken um, about t-test and over. Then today, what is left for us is just to look at um, regression, then correlation. So with that, um, we'll be able to quickly just go straight um, into it. So I'm going to just open all the data that we have been working on. So um, I'll come in. Let me just open up that data. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen now. Hello. Hello.
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So basically I've told us yesterday what correlation is. Correlation is basically when you want to check if there's relationship between two continuous variable. Did you get that? Two
Yes.
continuous variable. Want to check the kind of relationship that exists between two continuous variable. Like I said, want to check there's relationship between FSH and LH, and the kind of relationship is it direct or indirect. So those are some of the things that we are looking at. So now uh, for you to do that, what you do, you go direct to analyze, then you see correlate. Can you see correlate? Eh?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. You go to analyze, then you go to correlate, then you click on correlate. So once you click on correlate, all the data that are eligible for correlate, you see them. Now we want to check, for example, the relationship that exists between FSH, let's say, and LH. It can be anything, it can be weight and height. Any continuous data at all, you can determine the kind of relationship. So now, once you've done that, if you also wanted to bring out your mean and standard deviation, you can do that. But if not, you can leave it out. Then you click on OK. Then you click on continuous rather. Then you click on OK. Then you can see the first part will be summary too. Then the second part will show the relationship. Can you see now? It's telling us that relationship between FSH and LH is 0.733. Can you see that?
Mm.
And what this 0.7 is actually the Pearson correlation value. So what this is telling us that there is a strong positive relationship. How do I know it's a strong positive relation? This is close to 1. This is 0.733. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now, let me also quickly establish that for you to have some kind of relationship, there is there are some kind of relationship uh, correlation wise between we usually have between -1 to +1 for every correlation analysis. Are you with me?
Mm.
So between 0, that is +0 to positive 1 is positive correlation. Then between 0 to -1 is negative correlation. So meaning that you can have either a positive correlation or a negative correlation. Are you with me? So in
Okay.
the two arm of correlation, between 0 to 0.3 for example, is usually referred to as that is from 0 to 0.1 is usually referred to as no correlation. Then why between 0.2 to 0.3 is usually a weak positive correlation. Why 0.3 to 0.5 is usually referred to as moderate correlation. Then, no, 0.6 moderate correlation. Then from 0.6 to 0.6 to 0.99 is usually referred to as very strong correlation. So depending on the what is there, whether it's plus or minus, will determine whether is it weak negative correlation, weak negative positive correlation, or weak negative correlation. Then or is also moderate positive correlation, moderate negative correlation, as it could be. Then or it could also be uh, a very strong positive correlation or a very strong negative correlation. Now, assuming this was minus 0.733, so it will be a very strong
Strong negative.
negative correlation. Yeah, you're actually getting what I said. So this is just what correlation is all about. So you can also check the significance level now. This 0.00, meaning that there is a high positive significant correlation. I want to repeat that again. High positive significant correlation. Yes. So if it was, let me try if we can get one that is going to be negatively correlating. Let me just try. Let me assume. Okay, let's check if age in this sense. Let's add. Let's remove this. Let me just move all of them. Then I will we'll look for the one that we can pick that it could be negative. Okay. So those are now you can see this. Let me look for yes, yes. Although this you can see this is minus 0.17, but it's not actually a strong, but it's a negative correlation. So yes. So that's basically how you run your correlation. Is that clear?
Yes.
This guy, is it there? I hope he's following.
Yes, I'm with you. Can I quickly ask a question?
Okay, go on.
Um, what's the difference between this correlation and p-value?
And p-value, they are very, very different. P-value is usually like this correlation. Now, p-value is also there. Let me open it. You can see this is this. Let me open this up. You can see this this sign two tail is the p-value. Are you with me? But this first one is Pearson correlation. This is the correlation value. Are you with me? Hello? Yes. This
Yeah, I can hear
Pearson
you.
correlation. Yes. This Pearson correlation is the what is it called? Is the um Pearson correlation is the correlation value. Why this significant two tail is actually the p-value. So there are different. P-value will tell you whether this correlation is significant or not significant. Are you with me? Eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
yeah,
Why?
I can hear you. And the
Um,
correlation is
the correlation is telling you if there is relationship. Is it a positive relationship or a negative relationship or no relationship at all? Is that clear?
yes.
Okay. So so let's continue. The next one that we want to look at, which is the last one, is actually the regression. Then which is this regression. Then under regression, usually the one that we are most commonly we use most time is this binary regression. Now, like this binary regression, let's say we want to check if this case category, let's say this case is the dependent here now. This case, we want to check if there is relationship between um, the if the value of FSH of the male is different from that of the female. Let's move that of the cases rather is different from that um, of the control. Yes, so you can use regression too. Then another thing you should note is that assuming these ones are categorical, then you will come here and move all these ones into categorical, but it's continuous variable we are dealing with, so that does not come into play. So now let's move. We want to check. Let's say we want to check probability, but that's not really very relevant. So let's just leave them the way they are. And the next thing is, okay, we want to check for this your odd ratio. Then and just basically that. Then you click continuous, then you click on OK. So now you can see that automatically it has brings out our. Now the first one will be our summary to give all the score of each of these, the two we are looking at, the two value we are looking at, which is the FSH and LH here. Then the next one, the next table, this is actually where our make or sign really is, which is here. Now you can see the cases here. We have 60, then we have control 23, just in that order. Now it will not tell us, for example, now FSH. You can see that both of them were significant. There's actually a significant. Both of them have effect. Both the FSH and the LH have effect on the, that is when you compare them to the control, there was significant effect when you compare them to the control, which is actually correct, because the FSH of, for example, of the cases we've seen from the t-test already that they were actually significantly higher than that of the control. So this is further telling us what that actually could mean. I don't know if that is clear. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, this is just like an emphasis of what we've done earlier. So it's just to like confirm if what the t-test and other analysis we've done, if we are in order. So basically that's what the regression model is about. The truth is that you may not really use regression most times. I think basically what you keep using is, especially if you are going to be dealing with continuous variance, ANOVA, t-test, chi-square, and those basic or those other ones. But once you go, okay, go on.
I think so. All these ones now will actually depend on the research question.
Yes, yeah. You can't just
Everything.
yes. Everything is depending on the research questions
Research
you are answering.
question.
So it's
Okay.
good that it therefore means that even we also want you guys to look for a very good research method textbook, probably to really sharpen up your knowledge, because you can't really, you won't be able to really maximize whatever you are learning here if you don't understand the
Understand
basis
those basic
of
research to
research.
know when to
Because
apply
that is
all the
actually,
skills.
yes, that is going to inform when you you are going to define what will define your question and what will be. I don't know if that's clear.
Yes, it is. No,
Okay. All right. So basically, that's all. So if there is any further question, then you guys can always reach out to me.
no problem.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there any question from your end, Dodo Dawa?
No, there's no question. No,
Okay. So
for now.
it was really nice having you guys as colleague and as students. So I expect that you look at it more, then you will be able to come up with more questions as time progresses.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
So
problem.
thank you so much, and God bless you.
I want to ask, are we going to, will certificate be given to us?
Certificate?
Mm,
Yeah, certainly. So what you do now, once you
mm.
finish this, you just put down your name on the WhatsApp group the way you want your certificate to be written. Then
Oh,
it will
okay.
be generated and sent to you guys.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That one is very important. People
Yeah,
put it in
very,
their
very.
CV.
Yes, of course.
I was thinking like maybe before you call.
No problem. We'll get back to you if there is anything.
Hello,
Just
it
to go
seems
back.
this guy is saying something. Hello?
Yes, I said I was thinking. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes?
I said I was thinking like maybe before the end of before the end of the session, you would have given us some
Mm.
data that I will work on maybe like as
Of
early
course, I
as
will send that. I will send that to the WhatsApp group. Hello?
alright. Yeah, okay.
Hello?
That'll be okay.
I will send that to the
Yeah, I said
WhatsApp group. Then you send once you work on it, then you can send it to me. Then I will look at it. Then I'll score and tell you where you need to improve, what you've done right, and what you have not done right. The case may be.
Okay, that's fine.
alright.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.